Hello pilots, and welcome to another video on the Skycam Simulations channel. Today we are flying a Southwest Flight 3001 with service from sunny Vegas to even sunnier Los Angeles International. With a flight time of only about 45 minutes, this should be a pretty quick flight. Cruising altitude is 28,000 feet, and we got 174 passengers and about 10,000 pounds of their luggage. So it'll be a quick flight. It should be pretty smooth. All the weather on the East Coast is not a factor to us. Those cold, freezing rains and ice storms and snowstorms, those things of the sort, not a factor out here on the West Coast. So we should get a nice smooth ride and some pretty scenic views on the way down to LA. Alright, as you heard, we are just about ready for pushback. This plane is inbound from Oklahoma City, so the crew got it turned around really quickly, got all the bags and people on board in a really safe and efficient manner, so we can finally begin making our final preparations for our departure here out of Vegas. As they get ready to push us back, we'll kind of take a look at what we can expect on our departure this afternoon rather. Winds are favoring the 8s for departure and the 1s for arrival, so we'll be taking off runway 8 left via Alpha 8, and it's a 14,800 foot runway, so even though we're at this intersection, we'll still probably get 12,000 or so feet. Plenty of distance for the 737, so much so that we're going to be doing a D-rated takeoff, and I'll actually pull up those numbers again on the perf data. Yeah, we're going to be, takeoff rating is takeoff 2, temperature 31 degrees. V1 and a rotate are about 143, and then V2 will be 146. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get pushed back and begin making our way out to 8 left.
Truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Alright, we've got 2 good engine starts, and we'll go ahead and set our flaps for departure. We'll check our spoilers.
So 1748 radar contact, 29 miles southeast, 29 Palms, maintain level 380.
And we'll verify that the rudder and elevators are working as well. Looks good to me. And LA Center just came on, so fortunately looks like we'll have good aircraft, or air traffic control coverage rather, from wheels up to wheels down today, so that is always good. Alrighty, we're at gate Charlie 19. We'll go ahead and taxi out to spot 11, I believe.
Descent Lucky 1 arrival, Limburg altimeter 3026.
Spot 11 right here, and then we'll call up LA Center for taxi.
So 3001, Los Angeles Center, go ahead.
We're at spot 11 at Vegas with Golf, ready to taxi.
So 3011, runway 8 left at Alpha 8, taxi via Bravo, Alpha 8.
8 left at Alpha 8, taxi via Bravo, Alpha 8, Southwest, 3001.
Southwest 1289, Expect the RNAV Yankee 27 approach.
All right.
3001, wind calm, runway 8 left at Alpha 8, clear for takeoff.
8 left at Alpha 8, clear for takeoff southwest of 3001. Alright, we are cleared for takeoff and we are approaching Alpha 8 here. Verify that, that's confirmed. We'll go ahead and get the strobe lights on, landing lights on, or turn off lights are already on, taxi lights are on. Cabin's prepared, flight attendants prepared, seatbelt signs on. Let's rock and roll. We're going to be speed limited to 230 knots, so I went ahead and plugged that in, but as you can tell, can't exceed 230 until we're at Hannibal. I always love the names that the FAA comes with. This is the radar 2, so there's some silver, some black. Gruden, like the coach, a longtime coach of the Raiders. There's always a bunch of good clever names they can concoct. The FAA headquarters, wherever they make these names. Alright, we're lined up, 8 left. Got the right SID plugged in, speed's there, altitude, our top altitude is set. Let's jet. Power about 40%, and up to about 60. And let's set our takeoff power. Takeoff power set. Airspeed is alive. Cross checked. Through 100. And there's V1 and a rotate. We are airborne. Gear up. Alright, we're just about through 1,000, so we're going to put the nose down. Activate the autopilot.
South 89, wind calm, quick clear land. Southwest 3001, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
Southwest 3001 through 3600 via the SID.
South 3001, altitude check, climb maintain level 190.
Climb maintain 190 Southwest 3001. Alright, we'll go and start putting some flaps up. Remember, we can't exceed 230 until Hannibal. We can go ahead and clear all these flaps. We shouldn't need them anymore. We'll keep climbing here at about, we'll do like 1800 for now to gather some speed and make sure we're at or above 6,000 for flare. Alright, we are through 11,000, so we'll go ahead and activate VNAV mode. We're still capped at 19,000. We can go ahead and get our climb speed activated here. We'll get these landing lights off.
Delta 118, radar
as
contact,
well
the
as
altitude
the
leaving.
turn-off lights, taxi lights, and we'll flick that smoking sign so that they know we're through 10,000.
Delta 118, altitude check. Climb maintain 13,000, join the dots to departure.
Climb maintain. Hey, take it, sir.
Alrighty, we are just about approaching our type of descent here at flight level 280. Approaching our transition point of, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know if I want to try. We'll call it Shinter. And top of descent isn't for another 80 or so miles, but I usually like to start descending about 20 miles before, so that way our virtual passengers don't fly out of their seats whenever the PMDG descends us at 3,000 feet per minute. But while we've got a few moments, I guess we can let them roam around the cabin, go to the bathroom, you know, stretch their legs, do whatever they need to do on this quick flight, because we will be making our way down here very shortly. But until then, let's enjoy the views of the desert Southwest. Alright, welcome back everyone. Looks like we are approaching our type of descent about 30 miles away from Sally, where we'll, like I said, we'll probably start descending
American
here in the next 10
radar
miles or
contact,
so.
stay altitude
We've already
leaving.
received our descent clearance from LA Center. I just wanted to brief you all on the Angel 4 arrival. We don't have any constraints until Gleason, but we got to be at 280 on the speed and between flight level 300 and 240, but the VNAV should take care of all that. And then somewhere around here we'll probably get cleared for the ILS at about Circus, and we'll be planning for the ILS 24 right, because the Southwest terminal is on the north side of the complex, and it's a pretty straight shot. Great thing about LA, it's very simple. I mean, from Circus, you know, we'll be a good distance away from the field, but it's pretty much a straight shot all the way in. So that being said, I'll go ahead and start turning down this
3810,
knob.
runway 24 left, line up and wait. New departure frequency 124.3. Stay on my frequency for the moment.
Looks like SoCal approach is actually going to be on.
Global frequency,
so hopefully we'll get
24.3 for
maybe tower as well to join them.
38.
But that's what that new frequency is, 124.3. And we'll go ahead and get ready to start our descent here. Once it gets to about 20 miles, we can let them keep walking around for a few more minutes, but then once we get through maybe 25,000, we'll activate that seatbelt sign. That way the passengers and flight crew know to make their way back to their seats, so we can have a nice, safe approach here into LA. It's been a pretty smooth ride, no turbulence just yet. Usually that changes here entering LA with such a busy airspace and a lot of mountainous terrain and those sorts of things. And obviously like the land breeze, sea breeze interaction creates for some interesting weather into LA, but today should be pretty smooth. Got a headwind going, but hasn't affected us too much on the short flight. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and start our descent now. Initial ascent into LA, about 1,000 feet per minute, and then once the vertical profile matches what the VNAV wants to do, then it'll start descending us at a much quicker rate. But until then, we'll keep making our way gently down to the LA greater area.
Climbing to level 320.
320, contact 368.
American 1862, climbing tape level 410.
Back in the cockpit, we are making our way through 10,000, slowing it down to 240, so we don't break that speed. I'll actually throw out a little bit of spoilers.
84, just to confirm, do you have
Landing lights, come
any
on.
CPDLC
Turn off lights,
request?
come on. Taxi lights, come on. Everything else up here looks good. Seatbelt signs are on auto, so they should be on. We'll just double check that, verify.
Iberia 1284, negative. Double check. Kilo
We've got our
Zulu Lima
ILS
Alpha.
frequency plugged in, it's going to be
log on code to
108.5.
Kilo Zulu.
And our approach speed is going to be
Zulu
139.
Lima Alpha.
Okay, copy that. I'm
We're just about turning
checking
final.
out the
It's a long final, albeit, but it's still a final nonetheless. The airport is somewhat in sight. It's straight ahead there where my mouse is pointed.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I run Oceanic out.
Our approach speed, like I said, is going to be 139, about an 8,900 foot runway, so not the shortest in the world, but not as long as that 14,000 foot runway we've got over in Vegas.
On this setting.
We'll be parking today at gate 11 Bravo at Terminal 1, so we'll probably taxi something like Echo to the gate, Delta to the gate, I'm not sure, but pretty straightforward. Southwest parks at the nearest terminal to 24 left, so as long as we're near 24 left, we are in the right spot. Passing over the Inland Empire here, about 30 miles from the field, we'll start seeing more of LA proper here in a few moments, but until then we'll keep it coming down all the way for the ILS approach 24 left. Alright, we are capturing the localizer in the glide slope here at 5,000 feet, speed 230 as assigned by ATC. Like I said, we are coming up to LA. Up here we got a good train yard here, as well as downtown LA off to our 2 o'clock there. Airport straight ahead, you can see SoFi Stadium and the airport beginning to populate straight ahead. Still not clear to land just yet. I'm not sure if we're going to do that on center or if we're going to switch over to departure for our landing clearance, but it'll come. You got to be patient. And then taking another look at the ILS approach. We're already, established, and we've already armed the approach mode. We're just taking a look at things. Our missed approach will be heading 251 and then direct to rafts on this radial out of Los Angeles VOR, but we shouldn't expect a missed approach today. Pretty calm winds, nothing's even showing up here, so as far as I know there's no wind, I've landed this plane a number of times, so I'm hoping for a good, buttery smooth landing today, but no promises, because I've also got a track record of some pretty rough ones, but I like my chances today.
Stand by. Del 1122, contact SoCal 124.3.
124.3, Del 1122.
Southwest 3001, contact SoCal approach 124.3.
124.3 Southwest 3001. Thanks so much. See you next time.
Take care.
Delta 1122, SoCal approach, wind Bravo 3, runway 24 right, clear to land.
24 right, clear to land, Del 1122.
SoCal departure, good morning, Southwest 3001, inbound the ILS 24 right.
Southwest 3001, Los Angeles Tower, view number 2, wind Bravo 3, runway 24 right, clear to land.
Number 2, clear to land, 24 right, Southwest 3001.
SoCal approach, negative 10 ILS, 25 left.
American 1810, SoCal approach, good morning, wind Bravo 3, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land.
Delta 1677, SoCal departure, ready contact, altitude leaving.
Leaving 1,300, Delta
Alright, we're through 2,500. We're going to slow to our final approach speed. We actually have a long ways to go. So we'll try to throw out some flaps and spoilers and try to make
Southwest 3001, reduce to final approach speed.
Final approach speed, Southwest 3001. We are reducing. We're coming in pretty hot, but we should be able to slow it down to 139 here pretty shortly. Alright, through 190 we'll get flaps 15 here. Flaps 25 is at 191, so we can go 25. 30s at 176 and 40s at 166, so we can go flaps full 900 feet above. So I will take control of the controls, my airplane. Oh my god, hush. Alright, Spoilers are armed.
Delta 1677, left turn direct clipper, and
We got the
resume the Orca 5
traffic in
departure.
front in sight.
Left turn direct clipper and resume the Orca 5 Delta
A little high on the
1677.
approach, we'll make it down a little bit. Looks like they should vacate well before we get there. But we'll keep our hands on the throttle, and just in case, we'll be ready to activate our VNav and LNav to our missed approach fix.
Delta 1122, exit left when able, expedite, traffic close in trail.
Expedite, Delta 1122.
Alright.
Delta 1122, thank you. At Yankee, cross runway 24 left and proceed Echo, Delta 10 to the ramp. Have a good day.
Echo Delta 10, Yankee cross 24 on left, Delta 1122, thank you.
10.
Alright, a little off center, but nice and smooth. I will take it. Alright, reverses are out, spoilers are out. No auto brakes today. Through 80 knots, we'll stow those reverses rather. And we'll vacate here on, I'm not sure what this is actually, but we'll vacate right here. Follow our delta. Flaps can go up, spoilers retract. Oh, we'll get the APU turned on here, get that thing fired up.
Southwest 3001 at Yankee, cross runway 24 left, proceed Echo, Delta 8 to the gate.
Yankee, cross 24 left, and Delta Echo 8, or Echo Delta 8 to the ramp, Southwest 3001, thank you.
Delta 1677, Detroit flight, contact South Center, 126.52, we'll see you.
26.52 Delta 1677.
Landing light can come off, and we'll get our bearings here. We're coming up on Echo, so we'll make this left turn, and then it'll be Echo Delta 8 over to the ramp. That was a pretty good arrival, I like that. It was interesting, definitely. We had to bleed up a lot of speed really quickly, but
American
it all worked
AC-10,
out.
join Lima at Lima, cross runway 25 right, and proceed Bravo, Charlie 10 to the gate. Have a good one.
Alright, the APU is coming
start
on.
right at,
Flight attendants are speaking in the
Bravo,
back.
Charlie,
Turn off lights come on, the taxi light, we'll keep that on. Strobe lights can come off. APU looks like it's on. We'll keep the power to the engines until we get closer to the gate. Speaking of the gate, we'll go ahead and call it GSX and tell them that we will be arriving at 11 Bravo. No follow me needed. We're making a right turn on Delta 8. Alright, flaps are up, speed brakes are up. Logo lights, those come off. I don't know why they were on in the first place, but we'll cut those off. Everything else up here looks pretty good. We'll maintain that center line, and we'll make our way over to gate Bravo 11. If you couldn't tell already, we are here at the IniBuilds rendition of Los Angeles International, and I failed to mention, but we departed out of FlyTampa's new version 3.0 of Vegas scenery, and as you can tell, it's terrifically well done from the literal airport itself, as well as the strip and the surrounding Vegas scenery is really accurate, true to life, and really immersive. And this LA is no different. It's got the new satellite terminal of the international concourse here, and of course the Bradley terminal is just gorgeous. It looks beautiful, and the ground textures, everything from the signage to the lights and the jetways, it's all really well done. So I'm glad to live in this era of simulation where we just get to experience these things, and it really makes you feel like I am an airline pilot flying at these places, but I get to do it from the comfort of my own home, and if I screw up, nobody will ever know. Making our way towards Delta 8, coming up on Delta 9 here. So the right turn after this right turn will be our right turn, and we'll make our way over, make another left, because we'll actually need to enter the ramp via Delta 7 for gate 11 Bravo. As we can see, Delta 8's coming up there. We'll follow this Delta into the ramp and make our way to 11 Bravo. That way these passengers can, if they're visiting LA, they can explore LA, and if they live here, I'm so sorry. Traffic is probably a nightmare. Vegas traffic is no better, but I'm from Atlanta, so I feel like I can speak about traffic. But even like the hotels leading into the main, arrivals and departures area, it looks terrific. It's truly a treat to live in this era of flight simulation. And shout out to the controllers today. I felt immersed in that sense as well. I wasn't expecting any ATC, but when they all came online like that, it's always a good feeling, because you feel like the skies becomes a lot more busy, and you really feel like you're part of something. Great community over here in the Vatsim network. If you are not part of it, and you have the means to do so, I highly suggest you give it a shot. Looking back over here, we just passed Delta 8. Gate 11 Bravo will be the second gate from the end. We should see all of our lovely Southwest crew out there ready for us, marshalling us in. No planes in there. Probably should have checked that out before I turned in here, but too late now. Alright, we'll flip this over to APU Gen. Oops. And get the APUs to be our to power the aircraft. That way when we turn the engines off, the whole plane won't shut down. Alright, here is 11 Bravo. I see the marshaller right there. Hopefully this experience is better than at Dallas Fort Worth, where they thought we were about to run them over. Let's see how good of a parking job I can do today. More to the right, they say. Straight in. Straight in, straight in. Almost there. And stop. Cool, yeah. Alright, let's check it out. That's pretty good. I'm pretty much on the line there. I'll take that any day of the week. Alright, engines can come off. Parking brake is set here. We'll throw these tracks on and begin our deboarding. Alright, captains, I think that was another successful flight from Vegas here to Los Angeles aboard Southwest Flight 3001. As many of you might know, Southwest just switched over to an assigned seating configuration for their ticketing process, so hopefully passengers are adjusting to that and getting used to that change. Definitely going to be a different era of aviation that we're in, where premium is king as opposed to the regular, once in a lifetime air traveler. Things are money talks. So that's definitely a big change, a big shift in American aviation. So I figured I'd submit this occasion with a flight on Southwest But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this quick little flight from Vegas to LA. I promise I will do longer flights, long haul flights in different aircraft, but I figured I'd take the PMDG for a spin. It's been about a week or so, so I always love flying this plane and getting to share these experiences with you all. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and that you'll join me for the next one, and that you enjoy the blue skies.